Happy holidays.
You guys, it's almost that time of the year again. Holiday season is approaching.
It's the damn season.
And we're all gonna probably go back and visit family, right? Before we prepare to gather with our families again, let's talk about some do's and don'ts that could save your sanity this year. When we go back to our childhood homes for the holidays, most of the time our family systems revert back to the time when we were all together. So you might find yourself fighting with your siblings a little bit, kind of like you did when you were growing up, or your parents might nag you a little bit. So all of these things are pretty natural for us and can cause some stress.
I'm sorry, I can't handle this.
Starting off with first do, have an escape plan. That sounds really harsh.
What an asshole!
But what I mean is that sometimes when we haven't seen our families in a long time, they can still be a little overwhelming when we see them again because they don't live with us every day. Whether it's a simple kind of, oh, I'm going to go get some groceries, or I'm going to go get that spice you need for your pumpkin pie, Mom. I'll just run down to Publix to get that. Have an escape plan. Go get coffee by yourself, especially when you're bringing a partner home. Do have some alone time for just y'all because being around that much family can be stressful. This leads me to my next point, which is don't accept bad behavior from people. Yes, we haven't seen Aunt Susie in a long time, but Aunt Susie does not have a right to bombard you with a bunch of questions. We've all gotten those questions before. When are you having kids? Do you think you'll get married this year? When are you going to get a real job? Like, how is that going? Is that an appropriate question for a stranger? No. Is it an appropriate question for a family? Still, no. Some strategies that I have that can help with this is just kind of reflecting back to them. Is that an okay question to ask me? You can do it in a laughing manner. My favorite is, do you think that was an appropriate question? I appreciate the concern, but I'm not really looking for any opinions at this time. My husband thinks that's very mechanical, but I promise with practice it gets easier. Then you just smile and transition the conversation away to something else, or just walk away. They're left kind of clueless and stunned, and you don't have to answer an uncomfortable question. I mean, take your power back, really. Ultimate power! So my third point here is own up to your mistakes. This is the holiday season. We're here to have fun. We're here to connect with the people that we love, our friends, our family friends, cousins, dogs, cats, whatnot. I don't know who comes to your family gatherings.
So, remind me again how you're related to Pacha.
Why, I'm his third cousin's brother's wife's step-niece's great aunt.
But you're there to have a good time, right? And with that, it's probably a pretty crowded, small space, and we tend to bump elbows. We tend to say something that probably may have not been appropriate, or we might just be a little blunt, or maybe we're just not feeling it that day, and we have a kind of cruddy attitude. Sometimes it's just a simple mistake of, I didn't like your casserole, and I'm sorry I told you. This has never happened to me before. No, not at all. That's okay. Just own up to it. So, how do you apologize? How does one make an apology? It seems like a simple question, but it is not. Step 1, you have to admit and acknowledge their feelings. 2, you state your intention. 3, you validate the experience. And 4, you find a solution. So this could look like, hey, when I told you I didn't like the casserole you brought, I realize now that that probably hurt your feelings a little bit. And while I didn't mean to, I just wanted to let you know that I wouldn't be getting more. I suddenly discovered I was lactose intolerant. I'm sorry. I get how that was probably really hurtful, and I probably could have said that in a better way. How can I make it up to you? Because I think your cooking is awesome, and I want you to feel appreciated. You might find that people's solutions are really strange. They might be like, oh, don't worry about it, or thanks for telling me. I really just wanted to spend the holidays together, and it means a lot that you're here. Don't overcommit. This is a big one. Huge don't. Do not overcommit this season. We are about to go into the 2-month binge of holidays. This tends to be the busiest time of the year.
I'll clean the house now, people! I want this place looking like Disney on Ice.
I see so many clients and they're running themselves ragged. My best advice to you is stop it. This is your holiday season too, and don't be afraid to say no. And this is just 2 months. You can't possibly pack everyone and everything into 2 months. It's okay to say, hey, I don't think we're gonna make it this November, but I would love to visit you in March when things calm down a little bit.
Free beer!
That's okay. And lastly, have fun. This is my favorite time of year. This is a lot of people's favorite time of year. Enjoy the weather, enjoy that it's cooling down, enjoy that you get to spend time with people that you love and care about, and don't forget and lose sight of that this holiday season.
What people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. It hits hard, Morty, then it slowly fades.
So if you enjoyed this video, like it, comment, tell me what else you want to know about, or if you want some advice on how to handle those uncomfortable questions this holiday season. Shoot me some examples. I'm happy to give you some responses to those uncomfortable questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys later.